All right, let's now move on to this equation, y equals 3 to the x minus 8. Once again, I don't want you to just go into your y equals table that we could. I want you to practice typing in these non-regular exponents. So we're going to start out with 3. We're going to raise it to the negative 2, and then we're going to subtract 8 from it. So 3 to the negative 2 minus 8, math, enter. So it goes in there 7 times, 7 wholes, and 0.88 is 8/9. So let's actually leave it as 71 over 9. Now let's move on to negative 1. So 3 to the negative 1, and then minus 8. All we're doing is plugging in each of these numbers for that x there. In this one, ends up being negative 23 over 3. This comes out to negative 7. This one's negative 5. And this is positive 1. Now, to help us better estimate where those fractions would be, I'm going to look at the decimal approximations. So this first one, negative 2, and that's at negative 7.8888. So that's really close to negative 8. So let's go to negative 2, let's go down to negative 8, and let's put a point just above it. It's really close to negative 8, but it's not quite there. Our next one, at negative 1, is at negative 7.6, blah, 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 blah. So it's a little bit closer to negative 7, but it's still pretty close to negative 8. At 0, we have negative 7. So there's negative 7. At 1, we've got negative 5. So 1, negative 5 right here. And then at 2, we've got positive 1. 2, positive 1. So there is our exponential. Now, let's compare this to my original. My original looked like that. I've got the same type of curve, it just looks like it moved down 8. But we can see right here, the asymptote, that's from yesterday, just moved down to 8. So this is a vertical shift. And it goes down 8. All right, we've got one more. 3 to the x minus 1. So let's just, there we go. So 3 caret, and then instead of x, I'm plugging in negative 2. And then minus 1, and all of that is in my exponent. So I push enter. Get this, math, enter. We get 1 over 27. Three to the negative 1 minus 1. 0.11111, which comes out to 1/9. Now we've got 3 to the 0 minus 1. 0.333333, 1/3. And we've got 3 to the 1 minus 1, which comes out to just 1. And then we've got 3 to the 2 minus 1, which comes out to 3. Now let's graph it. This is the closest one to, that's really close to 0, but not quite. So negative 2, let's put that point just barely above it. Negative 1, 1/9, so that's going to be just slightly higher than this one. 0 1/3, so 0 1/3, maybe about right there. 1 1 over 1 up 1, 2 3 over 2 up 1 2 and 3. So there is my exponential. Now on this one, if we look back at our original and then look to this one, it looks like that line going up has just moved over to where it's hitting at 2, and over here it was going up at 1. So it just looks like it just shifted over one spot. Remember, x lies? Well, x minus should be to the right, or sorry, 2 should be to the left. So this is actually one space to the right. Horizontal, right, 1. So basically we had very close to the same equation each time, very close to the same exponential. It just shifted or reflected depending on what we did to the equation. Just one moment, I'm going to explain the homework assignment for you. Alright, so on this assignment, the first 5 questions just says determine the approximate value of each expression to the nearest hundredth. So leave these as decimal, round it to the hundredths place, which you guys should know should be 1 space, 2 space. You look at the third space, whatever that number is, it tells you to round up or down with that second number. That's the first 5. When you get to 6 all the way through number 11, it's giving you different equations to type in. I want you to get all the points and then graph all the ones that fit. Obviously, if you get a point like, I don't know, 2 positive 30, you're not going to be able to graph 2 30. You're just going to graph whatever points over here fit. So type in the exponent correctly on your calculator, get the calculation here. I recommend using fractions, but if you use decimal approximations, I'll write both on my key, so I'll give you credit for either one. And then graph the points over here, make sure the points make sense each time. All right, good luck on your assignment.